one more time. See if it works. Second time going live, and we will see what is going on. I'm going to try this live one more time. I'm sitting here in my garage. There's the actual RAM project there. Just you If you've been watching my channel, you've been seeing a lot of content from duct tape drags. And it is a great experience. So took my son. I've been bringing my son Jack to car shows. If you've been watching my channel, we went to Cruise to the Pines up in Prescott a couple weeks ago. And it stirred a lot of good conversations. One person's here. All right, Editing Heaven. Hi, how's it going? So we want to expose him to all these projects and these car shows and everything else. And when we went to Cruise to the Pines in Prescott, that was all for show. And the discussion that we had was, I'm going to expose you to all these car shows. Where are you from? I'm in Gilbert, Arizona, downtown Gilbert. Where are you from? So I want to expose our son to all these projects, like this kind of project here, and that red ram in the back. And if you watch my channel, India, well, welcome. Do you have project cars in India? So we want to make sure that he understands all of car BMW. What kind? I've owned one BMW. Inline 6 didn't go so well. So back to the subject. M4. Okay. Nice. Project. Cool. Well, so we want to make sure he's exposed to all these different things. Run to the Pines, Cruise to the Pines, whatever you want to call it, was all about show cars. All about the show, not the go. Those are the vehicles that they bring on a trailer, they air them out, and essentially at the end of the show, they air them back up, put them on the trailer, and bring them back to their garage. Last weekend, Friday and Saturday, was duct tape drags. Duct tape drags in Tucson, Arizona. And that was sponsored by David Freiberger and also Vice Grip Garage and Derek. Great show. That was all about $5,000 hot rods where they had a burnout pit, and they also have drag racing. So build your best running. That show was all about the go, not the show. So after reviewing all of these, and that was a great event. Great event. So if you have a chance to go to that event, Duct Tape Drags in Tucson, Arizona, I would highly, highly suggest going to that event. There is more racing and more car stuff for individuals that want to build a hairline reveal. I have no idea what that is. Hairline? You want to look at my hairline? I've got hair. Yep. So, Pat, I don't know what you want. You want me to show you my hairline? Okay. Okay, you passed. Cool. So, up next, if you've been following my channel, I bought my 14-year-old a OBS truck. And technically, I think we bought 3 OBS trucks. All junkers, 4.3 V6, and it is a project. So we're going to go up there in a couple weeks, spend about 10 days. Hello. Spend about 10 days, and hopefully we'll get that actual project running. Can you show us the truck? Yeah. I've got, well, one's in Washington State. And let's go ahead and turn around my dirty, dirty Project Ram. So this is a 2015 Ram with a Hemi. If you watch my channel, this was about a year ago wrecked. So this one here, I bought at a Copart salvage auction for, auction price was about $4,400. And this entire side was wrecked. And I just got back, so it is dirty and it rained here in Arizona. So what we've done to this truck is I've done the slotted disc rotors in it. I've done body work on this door. I painted this actual door with Rust-Oleum paint. It cost me about $30 total for the acetone and the paint. And I used a cheap $16 Harbor Freight gun. So as you can see, non-Rust-Oleum paint, pretty good. And then it's got some orange peel in it. So I've got to go in, I've got to sand this down. And then there's a gentleman that you can follow online on YouTube, Whitley's Auto Garage or Whitley's Auto Works. He trains everyone how to paint with Rust-Oleum paint. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna sand this down with 1500 grit so it can get shiny like that. And then eventually we're gonna spray on clear coat on this one and maybe do some pearl coat or some sort of metallic over the whole truck down the road. Not right now. Also, what we've done is we've gotten the sport mirrors, and I may do something special with the hood. If anyone knows about these sport hoods to make it look like an RT, they're expensive, super expensive. So I saw some things at Duct Tape Drags that I may, I don't know, find another hood, cut it up, and kind of go through. Oh, there we go. Cruise to the Pines. That's what you get when you enter in a car show. So also on this one here is I made a custom tonneau cover, and ignore, this thing is so dirty right now. So I took a Chevrolet tonneau cover and I cut it down so it fits flush. Now it's not done yet. I have to go in and do better bracing and get all the underside hinges all fixed up, but it works pretty good right now. I mean, it's pretty flush. It still needs to be tweaked a little bit more, but it's a good runner. So, do you prefer manual or automatic? I mean, manuals are fun. I've owned quite a few manual transmissions. They're fun. But these 8-speeds on these Rams are pretty good. Let's look at this one. All right, this is a 2016 Ram Crew Cab. I like that truck so much in the projects with the brakes that I did the same thing on this one. So went on Amazon, got the actual slotted drilled rotor kit. And pretty much other than that, I did the 2.4 drop on this one as well and got the Toyo Proxy tires on this. And then from the channel, you know that I put an exhaust on this as well. So this is a great driver, great road trip truck. It's got the Hemi with the 8-speed transmission. It's got about 110,000 miles on it. Also a tonneau cover, because we're a tonneau cover family. And but right now it's pretty much stock. Any questions? What else do you guys want to talk about? So I'm back in my single car garage that we built, and it's a mess. All right, there we go. There's my son's toolbox that he built, put it on the channel, and we got him into stickers. So from the show this weekend, Vice Grip Garage, Lucky's Garage, and then a bunch of Dixon stickers and Cruise to the Pines. So Dirty Garage. And then we got him going on tools and getting everything going here. Also on the channel, if you've watched my videos, this is our go-kart that we built with junk metal. This was junk metal from my work, and we essentially just welded it together and put a Harbor Freight engine on it. So it works awesome. Well, it works awesome, but I don't think we're going to use a lot of time to dedicate on this since we've got the OBS truck. Go look at those videos about what I purchased. And then all of our other Dixon stickers. We kind of have a problem with Dixon stickers and buying Dixons. But that's about it. Any questions? If you're a follower of mine, we do a lot of stuff here. We build beach cruisers. I do knife reviews. Let's see here. Maybe someone is on here that watched all my knife videos. Let's see what we got. What am I carrying today? Microtech Ultratech. Let's see if it fires up. Yep, it's dirty. Used it today. What knives do you like? Cool. Any questions? Any questions? Gosh. I don't know anything about it. My son's going to be the one who answers questions about video games. I don't know if he does GTA 6 or not. Minecraft, yes. And then the one where you first person shooter where you run around the flying bus. That's the one he plays all the time. So, if you are in Arizona, is anyone here in Arizona? If you are, there's a place I need to show you. So, Gilbert Hazardous Waste is a free service in Gilbert, Arizona, where you can actually go and get free household chemicals. So, of course, I go for the pool chemicals, because if you see my videos, my pool's always jacked up. And then also car stuff. So if you know Griot's Garage, bunch of stuff, a bunch of car wash, and all this stuff is free. Ceramic coatings, washless vehicle wash, waterless vehicle wash, quick wax, leather conditioner, not that we have leather in all our junky cars, detailers, mothers. So, back to black. All this stuff was purchased at Gilbert Hazardous Waste. Yeah, free chemicals if you live in Arizona. If you live in Arizona. But check with your local cities. If you have a hazardous waste facility, most of them will have a center where you can swap. Hi, ladies guy. So most of them will have a, hey, I said hi too. Most of them will have a actual center where you can swap chemicals and get some of this stuff for free. Since I'm kind of cheap. If you've watched my videos, you know. What else do you guys have? There's 13 of you on right now. What questions do you have for me? You want to go look at my bikes? I'm selling them. Hi, horses. I am horses. I love lamp. I think that's about it. What kind of bikes? I build beach cruisers. So in Arizona, I try to stick to the Arizona brand beach cruisers, and there's three here. There's Colby cruisers that are kind of stretched. There are, I think, Sick bikes. I haven't owned any of them. And then there are Soul bikes, Soul. They're great, great bikes. And I'm kind of transitioning into more vehicles. So I'm selling them. Sad to see them go, but getting rid of them. Let's go ahead and see this one more time. Because it seems like everyone likes the trucks. Everybody likes the trucks. It's pretty much stock on the inside. And we've talked about all the projects and everything else. And this was wrecked about a year ago. Hello. Good. This was wrecked about a year ago. So worked on this, fixed the AC. It's got the Hemi in it. It seems to be a good driver. And then once again, I sprayed this paint with Rust-Oleum, the can of Rust-Oleum, and a Harbor Freight gun. Flies. But yeah, I intend on see all the body work and everything in here. Like that's kind of nasty. Lots of orange peel on this. And whoever did the body work, this guy, didn't do a good job. But the intention was it wasn't supposed to be perfect. It was just supposed to be a driver. Just a driver. So this door was in the wreck and it's a little bit jacked up. I worked it and it's not going to be perfect. So that means this door is really going to be, is really going to be what it is. Not perfect. So the problem with these single cabs, if you know anything about Rams, is that the actual single cab doors are the only doors. They're about 4 inches longer than crew cab or extended cabs. So you got to get the exact door for a single cab, and they didn't make a lot of those single cabs. So when I find a decent door that's not $800, I'll pick one up. But until then, it is what it is. All right. Any other questions? Damn sweet. Thanks, I am Horse 123. I think that's about it. Any other questions? So to recap. Great weekend. Duct tape drags. Make sure you go. Go watch all my videos on my son's OBS truck because that's coming up in the future. And then should we do stickers? Should we do a little merch? I don't know if you guys want it. Some of you don't know me. It's okay. So we have our actual Arizona bike one. I've kind of covered that up with my Vice Grip Garage stickers there. And then we have some other stickers. Let's see here. Arizona Lifestyles right there. And then I've got I Play With Knives on my other cups. So they're available, but I had them listed before. No one really wanted to buy them. So that's about it. I think, hey, hello from Indonesia. Hello. Welcome. I think that's about it. Any other questions about projects or cars or anything else? Anything else about cars, projects, or anything else you want to talk about? Seems like a lot of people are from Indonesia and overseas. So, But this was live number 2. And unless there's anything else, I think we're going to go ahead and take off and see how the next one goes. So, add a Q&A sticker, weirdly satisfying thing. I'm going to try this. Weirdly satisfying thing. Let's start that Q&A. Is there a weirdly satisfying thing about this video that you like? I don't know. This is my second live, so I don't know if there is a weirdly satisfying thing. All right, well, I'm going to wrap this up here real quick. So, thank you, whoever watched this. Mainly sounds like overseas people. But you're welcome to view the videos. So, thank you all. Appreciate it. Go watch all my shorts. There's a billion of them about all the different subjects we talked about. Cars, knives, bikes, just tons of things. Weird adventures or car, motorbikes, something like that. Well, I do mainly newer cars, but I have a older truck. What kind or what makes of vintage cars do you work on in Indonesia? That's the question I would have. I saw BMW before, an M4. Someone had an M4 on here. But I want to know what kind of projects you have in Indonesia for cars. Maybe motorcycles. I think that's about it. Well, thank you all. Appreciate it. And then have a great day. Oh, I've got the vintage truck out of state. It's in Washington State, which is about 1,200 miles from here. In about 2 weeks, we're going to be going live and going through that project as well. It's an early 90s OBS Chevrolet 1500. And that will be my son's project. It's got a 4.3 V6, and we essentially bought 3 broken down old trucks for $500 American dollars. So that is coming. Next time I go live, maybe we'll do that. But if you want to see that, go watch my videos. You're going to see all of that project and everything that goes with that classic Chevrolet OBS truck. So, thank you again. Any other questions before we sign off? Okay, Hendrick9613, go look at my channel. I've got tons of shorts on that, and then I think like a 3-minute long form you can watch on that. Cool. All right, thank you all. Any other questions before we leave on live number 2? Just looking at different projects. Okay, I'm gonna leave you with this. It's not vintage, but it's a cool truck. All right. Well, thank you very much for live number 2. We got some questions and we got the chat working. Appreciate it. Take it easy.